opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. Oh, some strong running. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking for the end zone. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns. Touchdown. Austin Hooper. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. And I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. On first down, Fields. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
On first and 10, here's Fields. That's into the crowd and intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Play action. It's Fields. And a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. A first down throw for Mayfield. Keeps himself upright. It's caught. Beckett. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Mayfield.
And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. 23 yards, the final tally. Now Montgomery running right. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, this defense for the Browns, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From just shy of midfield, Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 40-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Push his way forward here for a good little gain.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third and 2, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's when we're kickers watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Mayfield to throw it. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Going deep here for Landry. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. To throw, Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got a man, it's his tight end, that's complete. And some space here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. But now it's third and goal. Mayfield now. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The kick by Parkey is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Fields.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 on the for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do.
And got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. That's complete right side to Komet.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. Mayfield going to take it on the sneak, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. And Parkey's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
On first down, Fields. The screen pass here to Cohen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. A give. This is Montgomery. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 9 yards on the pickup that time. So he got more than half of it back. But it's still a 3rd and 8. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now I don't think they have any choice.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Mayfield off the play fake. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Now Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. For 30 more yards and another 1st down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair. Because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had troubles. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Josh Jones. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 1st down, it's Fields. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
To the air again, Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 31. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
Space to run past the 20. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them.
And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Trying to get it to Landry there, and that'll bring up second down. Mayfield on play action. Going deep here for Landry.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. On play action, Fields.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 36 yards on the play. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football,
now Mayfield lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Throwing, Mayfield.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26.
A good pickup there at 22.
Play fake, Mayfield.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Fields on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that
Jarvis Landry. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Parkey adds the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Off play action, Fields. Man open is Robinson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Again, Fields. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Out of the gun, Fields. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Now Fields.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome.
And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
To the right side, and he's got Landry complete.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
And the pass falls incomplete. So 5 seconds remaining now in this first half. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Cleveland,